Welcome to the Creating Announcements in Educator video tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to create announcements to communicate with our students, and we're going to work with two types of announcements: simple text announcements and then multiple link Word files. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll log into our course. And from the Course Manager window, we'll enter the course that we want to work in. I'm just picking a course from my workload that I'm currently involved in right now, and as you can see, it takes me to the course announcement window, main page of my course here, and I've got one course announcement in there right now. Simple course announcement explaining the name of the course, the day it meets, the room, etc. This is a traditional class, so this course announcement is not geared toward an online learner, because if it was, it would contain a lot more detail. Now, in order for me to edit this course announcement, what I can do is click the announcement link up here, and then you'll see I've got a window along with the text of my announcement right there. I have two options underneath the format here. I can do it as text or HTML. In this tutorial, I'm not going to cover the HTML option. I'm just going to work with the text. However, if you're familiar with HTML, you could click the HTML option and then go ahead and actually paste your HTML here, or type it in here by hand, so that you can do things like formatting, etc. Another feature of the announcements area is you can check this box so that the announcement is emailed to everyone once it's been submitted, or you can upload an announcement, and I'll show you what that looks like here in just a moment. I've got my plain text announcement here. I enter text in this window and I hit submit, and then I'm able to see it. So let's say that my class is not from 6 to 10, it's from 5:30 to 9:30. So I make my changes here, and then I hit submit, and there you can see that my announcement has been changed, but you'll notice that it's not on separate lines as it was before. So let's go back and edit that announcement and find out why. And here's why: because it was selected as HTML and not text. So let's select it as text and then hit submit. Now it's on separate lines. Now my times have been changed. Now, if you decide that you only want to use this option here, you only want to be able to edit text in the current window, if you'd like to archive those announcements in some kind of way, what you might want to consider doing is highlighting your text, copying it, and then pasting it into a Word document and saving it for later. If I decide that I'm going to create my announcements in a Word document and then upload them, here's how I can do that. I'll go to the welcome announcement that I've created for the Faculty Online Training course. Got it saved here. It's saved as welcome.docx. And now I'm going to go back to my browser window, and I'm going to click the upload announcement option. Browse for my file. There it is. And I'm going to upload that file. And there it is. Now, what it does is it went ahead and gave it a name, a default name of announcement, and then the date that I uploaded it. You'll also notice that it wiped out the text that I had in there before. I'm not a big fan of this method. I think it's easier to do it the second way that I'm going to show you, and that is putting separate links in there for multiple announcements. So let's go ahead and do that. The first thing we're going to need to do is upload those announcements to the course materials links. And from there, we can go ahead and upload those to the announcements folder. There is the announcement that I just got done uploading. And I need to upload my announcements separately. I have 3 announcements that I've created in Word that I'm going to use here. Number 1 is the welcome announcement. Number 2 is the Class 1 announcement. And number 3 is the Class 2 announcement. So let's go ahead and upload those. As you can see there is an option. Hit submit to finish uploading the document here. There is an option when I go back to announcements and upload files. There isn't an option here to upload multiple files. And I only have 2 more files left, so that's how many I'm going to upload. The Class 1 and the Class 2. Now it says here it may take several minutes. That's going to depend. If you've got lots of pictures in your Word document, that will make it take longer. If it's mainly text, it'll take less time. You can go ahead and add a label here. I'm going to add a label of Class 1 for this document, and I'm also going to make sure that it's unlocked, because if I don't, my students won't be able to see it. Go ahead and click Format Files. And let's scroll down and see if they made it in there. Yes, they did. 1, 2, and then welcome. Now if you decide you uploaded something and you don't want it in there anymore, simply click on the file name for it and then click the Remove File link. And it'll ask you to verify, and we'll say yes. Now back to the announcement link. And let's highlight that and get rid of it. So we're going to start with a blank text area. We're going to click Add Object. And when we do that, a window pops up and it's going to ask us, where do we want to add the object from? We just finished uploading those items to the announcements folder. So we're going to click on that. And the first one we're going to choose is the welcome announcement. The reason I like doing it this way is because here I can choose the text for my link. And I can click on that. I'm going to hit the return button. I have 2 more that I'm going to add. One thing you'll notice that each object has its own unique number. Now I want to make sure also, being that this is an online course, the last thing I want to add is a link to a schedule, so students know when we're going to cover each one of the courses.